In this episode, I talk about how I'm able to put out a ton of content and still manage my time. Hey everyone, and welcome to episode 44 of the Honest Entrepreneur Show. My name's Tom Ross, and let's get into it. I'm going to kick off this episode with another random personal fact here. For those who don't know, I used to compete at a pretty serious level in chess. I was 8 years old. I was going to all these chess tournaments. So any chess nerds out there, I feel you. I respect you. In a past life, I can still play a little bit, but now it generally happens on last time was a friend's 30th party on a giant outdoor chess set against a very drunk individual who was kind of cocky, and I enjoyed beating him because I brought out the 8-year-old skills again.
This question is from Tiana. How do you manage your time with posting and recording videos and creating content?
Tiana, I delegate. Actually, I do some of it myself. So what I want to do in this episode to try and help you, Tiana, and everyone watching and listening is break down my content strategy. And this has been a pretty recent shift because I've moved this show into daily format now, which is scary. This is 7 days a week now. This show's going out. And that's a lot of content. And I don't have a lot of time. So I work with Marco, the main man over there. I work with Rachel, who does the audio questions at the start of each episode. So I'll just break down how it works. So I sit down like this. I've got the lights on me. I've got the camera on me. I've got Marco behind the camera. We sit down and I hear the questions. They get played out loud. Often I haven't heard them before. So I take the question and I give my answer to camera like this. And then the dream, which has just started happening, is we finish filming, we get packed up, we go home. Marco then goes and edits the episodes. He cuts them all together, puts the nice intro on, does like a cover artwork for YouTube, and then he hands that over to Rachel. When it comes to the audio, he strips that out of this video, and then he schedules that on our podcast host. And so that starts going out every single day like magic on iTunes, Spotify, and all those good places. And then Rachel from a Dropbox folder gets all the YouTube videos and the cover art for them, and then she schedules them to go out on YouTube, so they start going out like magic every single day. And that is the way that I'm able to sit here for an hour to an hour and a half once a week and then produce 7 pieces of content. Well, actually more than that. 7 videos, 7 pieces of audio content that just go out like magic in my network, in my ecosystem, which I love because that's the dream, right? It's no more time on my part, but I'm able to scale the value I give to all of you guys and girls listening at home. So that is one way. I realize not everyone can do that, but equally, it's not like ridiculously expensive. I'm talking hundreds, not thousands. I don't have like a full-time staff. This is very much part-time, helping me out, doing this after hours, at weekends, here and there. And I think that's great, right? For everyone involved. It's like a little mini organization that I'm trying to build out here. In terms of my Instagram content, generally that's done on the fly. I don't particularly have like a content schedule. I normally get to the end of the day, I pick up my phone, I've got an idea in my head or just something that I want to share, and then I put it together. And I'm able to do that pretty rapidly. Often I will put out a tweet, screen capture that, and repurpose that for Instagram. Or I will do a little screen share on my story, download those images and turn it into a swipeable album of images that demonstrate a point. Or I pick up my phone and I just talk to it and share what's on my mind. So none of my content is like perfected or overwrought or anything like that. It's pretty organic, it's pretty real, but it scales. And I get a lot of people who talk to me and say like, you produce so much content, I don't know how you do it all. Like, I'm doing this in very, very limited time around a very busy day job. So if I can do it, any of you can do it as well. I just think it takes a bit of effort, a bit of systems and processes. Like, Marco, how chaotic was it when we started doing this? Pretty bad, right? I think it took months. Like we almost did 4 months to release episode 1.
To create the pilot.
Yeah, 4 months to create the pilot, which I hate. For someone that is an advocate of speed, that's ludicrous. And we're like just changing the setting and the light and like kept saying it over and over again, and then I'd watch it back a week later when it was edited and go, it's not good enough. And like, I live so differently now. I just try and put it out there. Like right now, I don't know, the intro on the YouTube version of the show could be even better, but Marco knows he's going to be like iterating that over time. We're working out the format where every time we record, I'm like, you know what, I'm going to try this idea and try that, and then I'm going to get feedback from the community. But I'm just going to keep putting it out and putting it out and putting it out and iterating it and making it better and better and better. I'm not going to overthink the hell of it. I'm not going to overthink the hell out of it, because that's what cripples you. And that's what slows you down, and that's what limits the scale of what you can put out there. So I think simply being quick and organic and in the moment really is the key to your question. And I'll add a little caveat on the end, because there are limitations, right? I wish, like, I've got a Facebook group now for my Patreons. I've got the Patreon page where they pay. I've got a Twitter account, I've got my Instagram account. And I'm not like and YouTube and podcast. I'm not nailing it on every platform, but it's a work in progress. So my Twitter is pretty neglected. The Facebook group, I've got feedback in terms of what people want, but I haven't found the time yet. I haven't allocated the time to actually get any kind of content strategy there. Instagram, I'm pretty hot on. I've now got YouTube and the podcast. I've got that delegated and I've got that support network. So that is becoming like clockwork. But it's like piece by piece, I'm just getting it more valuable, more regular, scaling it out. I'm realizing I don't need to get every channel perfect overnight. I just need to start and then try and proactively improve it. So that would be my advice for you, Tiana, and for anyone else putting out content. Just start and then find out ways to make it more efficient and better and smoother. Question of the day: what is your strongest platform in terms of social media for your content? Comment below. Hey, thanks so much for watching this episode. Really, really appreciate you being here with me. If you haven't yet, please do subscribe right here on YouTube. Remember, tick the little bell icon so that you get proper notifications. I really hope you're enjoying the show. I hope you'll stick around for the upcoming episodes. I really want to keep bringing you as much value as possible. So thank you so much for your time, and I'll see you guys soon.